Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we cut through the noise and deliver those crucial insights you need to be truly well-informed. Today, we're diving deep into the dynamic and, well, often intricate world of medical admissions in Tamil Nadu. And trust me, you'll want to hear about some of the surprising developments that just surfaced.
That's right. Just yesterday, July 15th, 2025, we had some truly remarkable news. Three senior citizens, aged 68, 67, and 0, successfully cleared the National Eligibility Come-Entrance Test, or NEET, and they've applied for MBBS seats right here in Tamil Nadu.
Wow, what a story of determination. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. Two of these new medical hopefuls are actually practicing lawyers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just an isolated incident either. This unusual situation really highlights a significant policy shift by the National Medical Commission, the NMC.
Yes, back in 2022.
Right, spawn. Back then, they completely removed the upper age limit for NEET. It was, a move aimed at making medical education more inclusive.
And that seems to be having an effect.
Indeed. That policy change has certainly had a broader impact. We're seeing a notable trend this year. Over 25 applicants aged 35 and above are applying for undergraduate medical and dental seats across Tamil Nadu.
Over 25. That's significant.
It is. It's the highest number of mature applicants since 2017, suggesting a real shift in who considers a medical career later in life.
So what does this all signify for you, our listener? Whether you're an aspiring doctor, a curious parent, or just someone trying to grasp how this vital sector operates. We're going to embark on a comprehensive deep dive. We'll unpack everything from the central role of the NEET entrance test and Tamil Nadu's specific ranking system to the intricate admissions process, the top-tier colleges, the costs involved, which can be quite significant, and even what life as a medical student is truly like in the state. Our mission today is to give you a clear, concise picture of this complex landscape. Okay, let's start by understanding why Tamil Nadu has become such a, magnet for MBBS aspirants from across India. What makes this state such a popular destination for medical studies?
Well, Tamil Nadu has, over decades really, cultivated a stellar reputation for medical education, but boasts some pretty robust infrastructure. And it's home to a significant number of medical colleges, both government-run and private.
Right. Infrastructure and the sheer number of colleges.
Exactly. And beyond that, there's a very strong emphasis on practical training and research opportunities. That's a huge draw for students keen on getting that hands-on experience early on.
And it's not just about the academic rigor, is it? I mean, the admission process itself.
It is intricate, yes, but it's also quite structured. It offers a relatively clear pathway for applicants, even with all the steps involved.
Okay. And maybe the cultural aspect plays a role too.
I think so. The state's rich cultural heritage provides a unique backdrop to student life. And importantly, with NEET standardizing admissions nationwide, it genuinely has made it more accessible for students from all corners of India to consider applying here.
That standardization point is key, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's been a game changer. Historically, varying state-specific exams could make it quite challenging for out-of-state candidates.
Yeah.
But NEET has certainly leveled the playing field, creating that single gateway.
So given this popularity, what kind of capacity are we talking about in terms of actual seats, and which institutions really stand out?
Right, the numbers. Tamil Nadu offers a substantial number of medical seats. We're talking roughly 7,800 to 8,000 MBBS seats.
Wow, nearly 8,000.
Yeah, and around 2,000 to maybe close to 2,900 Bachelor of Dental Surgery or BDS seats as well. To give you a clearer picture, there are 39 government medical colleges alone.
39 government colleges.
And they provide a significant chunk of these seats. About 5,350 MBBS seats are in government institutions.
That's a truly
And Stanley Medical College from 1838. These are two of the oldest and most esteemed. But there are others too, prominent ones like Kilpauk Medical College, Madurai Medical College, Coimbatore Medical College, all known for their long history and academic excellence.
Okay. And on the private side, what are some of the key players there?
So there are 12 deemed universities and numerous other private colleges. Standouts here would include places like Sri Ramachandra Medical College, SRM Chennai, the very well-renowned Christian Medical College in Vellore, or CMC Vellore.
CMC Vellore, yeah.
And PSG Institute of Medical Sciences in Coimbatore, Sri Sathya Sai Meenakshi Medical College. There are quite a few strong private options.
Now, this brings up an important question for many of our listeners. If you're a student from another state, say Uttar Pradesh or Maharashtra, can you still get into an MBBS program in Tamil Nadu, Is it truly an open state for medical admissions?
That's a crucial distinction to make. Okay, so while the majority of government quota seats are indeed reserved primarily for Tamil Nadu natives, and they have very strict nativity and domicile rules for those, the state is considered open for MBBS admissions through the management quota and the NRI quota seats. These quotas exist in the self-financing private medical colleges.
So that means students from any state in India can compete for those specific management and NRI seats in private colleges.
Exactly. Students from any state can compete for those.
Okay, so even if you don't have Tamil Nadu domicile, there's still a viable pathway to study medicine here, just through a different quota and likely at a higher cost.
Precisely. A prime example is CMC Vellore, which we just mentioned. 50% of its management seats are explicitly open to students from any state in India. This kind of flexibility definitely makes Tamil Nadu's private sector attractive to a broader national applicant pool.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly and talk about the absolute gateway to all of this, NEET. It's the singular, non-negotiable hurdle, right? No other way in for MBBS or BDS.
That's fundamentally correct. The National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test for undergraduates, NEET UG, is the sole criterion. That applies across India, and it certainly holds true for Tamil Nadu. No state-specific entrance exams for MBBS or BVS. And just to be clear, this also applies to admissions for the AUS courses, BHMS, BOMS, BAMS programs as well. NEET is the key.
Right, the single entrance exam. And as we touched on earlier, that big change from the NMC in 2022. So just to reiterate for clarity, there's absolutely no upper age limit or restriction on the number of attempts for NEET anymore, correct?
That's absolutely spot on. Zero upper age limit, unlimited attempts. That policy shift was specifically designed to promote broader inclusivity in medical education, allowing candidates of all ages to pursue their medical aspirations, as evidenced by our senior citizen applicants we talked about.
A perfect example. Now let's dive into the detailed eligibility criteria and the, well, often daunting documentation process. What are the general requirements first? Who can even apply?
Okay, generally, candidates must be Indian nationals, although non-resident Indians, NRIs, and persons of Indian origin, PIOs, are eligible, but specifically for the management and NRI quota seats.
Got it. And age.
You need to be 17 years or older by December 31st of the admission year.
Okay.
So for 2025 admissions, it's December 31st, 2025.
Okay, 17 by year end. And what about academic qualifications?
Right.
The schooling part.
Right. You must have passed class 12 or its equivalent. The key subjects are physics, chemistry, and biology or biotechnology as core subjects. And there's a minimum aggregate score required in these subjects.
What's the minimum score?
It's 50% for the general category. It drops to 40% for scheduled castes, SE, scheduled tribes, ST, and other backward classes, OBC. And it's 45% for persons with benchmark disabilities, PWBD.
And
Crucially, you must qualify NEET UG for the current year, 2025 in this case. Qualifying means meeting the minimum percentile set by the NTA, generally the 50th percentile for general category and the 40th for reserve categories like SCS, TO, BC.
Okay, so let's focus on those highly sought-after government quota seats now. Nativity and domicile are absolutely paramount there, aren't they?
They are non-negotiable. For government quota seats, you must be natives to Tamil Nadu. Full stop. Now, there's a nuance. If you've studied standards 6 through 12 continuously in Tamil Nadu schools,
Okay.
you typically don't need a separate nativity certificate, but, and this is critical, you must submit your parents' documents.
Parents' documents, like what?
Things like their birth certificate, maybe their ration card or their SSLC, Class 10, Class 12, or even degree certificates showing they are Tamil Nadu natives or domiciled here.
And if those parent certificates aren't submitted, or if you're from another state but maybe did your 11th and 12th in Tamil Nadu?
Right. If those parent certificates aren't submitted, or if you're from another state, even if you completed your schooling here, you'll be considered under the open category, not the government quota. And it's really vital to emphasize the severe consequences of submitting false nativity certificates.
What kind of consequences?
It can lead to immediate expulsion from the course if admitted, forfeiture of fees, and even legal action initiated against both the candidate and their parents. It's taken very, very seriously.
That truly underscores the seriousness. Okay, what about community certificates and the reservation system in Tamil Nadu? It's quite detailed, right?
It is very detailed. Tamil Nadu has a comprehensive community reservation system. It includes categories like open competition, OC, backward class BC, backward class Muslims, BCM, most backward class and denotified communities, MBC and DNC, scheduled caste, SC, Scheduled Caste Arunthayar SCA, and Scheduled Tribe ST.
And the certificates themselves.
These community certificates must be obtained from the competent revenue authorities within Tamil Nadu. And importantly, they generally need to be relatively recent, usually within the last 2 years, or as specified in the prospectus. A key point: if a candidate's submitted community certificate is found to be invalid for any reason,
Yes.
they will automatically be reclassified under the open category, losing the benefit of that reservation irrespective of their original claim.
Okay, clear. And beyond these critical proofs of identity, nativity, and community, what other important documents are generally needed for the application process?
You'll definitely need your NEET Admit card and your NEET scorecard for the current year. Then your mark sheets for class 10th, 11th, and 12th. Your transfer certificate, TC, from your last school. Proof of study from 6th to 12th standard is often required too. A first graduate certificate is needed if you're claiming that specific concession.
Any special categories?
Yes, specific forms and supporting documents are required if you're applying under special reservation categories, like for persons with benchmark disabilities, dependents of ex-servicemen, or eminent sports persons. Each has its own set of required proofs.
And for the NRI quota, that sounds like it needs extra paperwork.
It absolutely does. For the NRI quota, there's a whole additional list. Things like the sponsor's valid Indian passport, proof of NRI status usually issued by the Indian Embassy in their country of residence, a relationship certificate proving the connection between the sponsor and the candidate, and evidence of the sponsor's non-resident external NRE bank account, like a passbook copy. It's quite extensive.
Phew, that's a lot of documentation. And this brings us to a very significant recent development that really highlights how rigorous this process is. The Tamil Nadu Medical Selection Committee just released an ineligible list yesterday, July 15th, 2025. What's the story behind this?
Yes, this is breaking news and a stark reminder of the system's checks and balances. This ineligible list includes candidates who submitted documents that were either found to be potentially fake or false, or had significant discrepancies.
What kind of discrepancies?
For instance, some might have submitted, say, pre-university course scores instead of their official Class 12 mark sheets, or perhaps listed subjects too broadly, like just natural sciences, instead of specifying core subjects like biology, botany, or zoology as required.
Okay, so inaccuracies or incomplete info.
Exactly. And the committee has given these affected candidates a very, very strict deadline. They have until July 18th at 10 a.m. IST to re-upload the correct, valid documents through the official portal.
And what happens if you're on that list and don't rectify it in time? Or worse, if you're found to have submitted outright fake documents, the consequences sound pretty severe.
They are incredibly severe. Submitting fake documents, whether it's a fake NRI status proof, a fake nativity certificate, or a fake community certificate, leads to immediate cancellation of your candidature.
Just cancel.
Canceled, yes. But it doesn't stop there. You'll also be debarred, meaning banned, from participating in the Tamil Nadu UG medical selection process for the next 3 academic years. And, as mentioned before, legal action will likely be initiated against both the candidate and their parents.
Wow, so they're really cracking down. Have people actually faced this?
Yes. As of now, reports indicate that approximately 20 students have already faced this exact action this cycle. The breakdown seems to be around 4 cases involving